Okay, let's give this a go, shall we? It's only been 2 weeks, I think. For me, that's not bad. That's not bad. What is this guy? So, I have, you know, Chicken Wings. How's it going, Seb? You too? I'll give that a go. Why not? Just not right away. Because this won't take long, I don't think. Ronan McElroy, 182, is wondering why his Lost Island of Olympia wasn't approved. And I don't even think we need to go into the course to figure it out. But we will anyways, just because why wouldn't we? Because it'd be kind of fun too. Island course with big waterfall somewhere. Yeah, you too, Seb. Doing okay. My cat's pissing me off right now. I guess the other cat ate all of the food, so she's hungry. She's gonna have to learn how to not let that happen. I mean, the view from here doesn't look right at all. Like all this space right up here, these tees kind of look like a fair. Like it looks like we're going across. It gets just something's not right. And then the way that these bushes are cutting in, and there's that. Where's this? What's this for? That makes no sense having that there. The stands. Like they're not seeing anything. They're looking out of the water, I guess. Not sure why you would do that. Fairway starts not awful, I guess, about 200 yards. It looks kind of short, narrow, I mean. And then the bunkering is, well, it's there. It doesn't really look sculpted at all. That seems harsh. Just gets yeeted off into the bunker for no reason. He looks like he splined the bunkers, which, you know, good. But it just looks like it's about penalizing the player. Like everything's kind of going away from the hole. Crown pin location. Not usually gonna do you any favors. And then you've got a drivable 4 that is nothing. We're only gonna play a couple holes of this. It gets just boring. Greens seem to have red and then flat. And then, yeah. Now we're running into this kind of stuff. The routing is messed up. Blind second shot that probably doesn't need to be. Sculpting's kind of rough. There's nothing here. And again, we're going to just send them off the green because we're going to be really penal. So it's pretty straightforward what this didn't get approved for, and it doesn't take long. Then you got a long par 3, not really much of an opportunity to run it on, narrow opening. Just every fundamental is just not very good. So this guy will never see it, but if he ever did, those would be the reasons. It's just not particularly good, right? Like, so, and I hate to say it, but this cover picture, I would have seen from there, it was not going to be approved. Like, I don't think a lot of designers understand how easy it is to figure out a course isn't going to be approved. Because they don't see as many courses as... What did I do wrong, chicken wings? Version. Okay. 2.0. You messed up the original published. What'd you mess up? I mean, I probably played it instead, but I don't remember. Oh. Huh. Yeah, okay, that's not good. Hey, what's going on, Pac-Man? Oh, Seb's now over in Twitch. It's confusing me. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. No. You guys can't see each other. There, now you should be able to. I wanted to go left of that bunker because there was an 8,000 mile an hour wind into me. Hit a rock. Ugh. It's okay. I'm playing around multi-streaming. I'm coming to the conclusion it's probably not worth doing, but I don't know. Oh, you bugger. A 380-yard par 3. Seems harsh. Yeah, it's a little. Not hitting it that far just yet. Although, I mean, I would have reached it on this one, so maybe it's okay. Hooray, a birdie. can still play a little bit. All right, let's not be short. I was hoping that the crosswind would make it have to travel a little farther overall. Any tips for swinging? Get her consent first. No, geez. It's a good question. It's gonna depend what level you're playing. It's gonna depend. So, like, are you a controller? Are you mouse and keyboard? For me, the biggest issue is tempo, right? And I'm the last person to ask for tips on tempo because I have the shakes. So every now and then I'll just, like, my thumb will twitch like mad. And the ball will go who knows where. Ooh. Will I be able to hit this? Well, that was a bit aggressive. This might not be enough. And then, like, for flops and stuff, the tempo window seems different to me, so I struggle with it. There is a way to calibrate. I don't know how well that works. It's been a couple of years since I did it. Unfortunately, it's kind of like everything with golf. You need to practice. And there's no, like, do this and you'll be fine. I mean, the one thing I can say is that when my tempo is good, I tend to have very relaxed hands. And I do, like, kind of the pinch method. Like, I use, you know, I hold it like that. And when the fingers and hands get tense or get, you know, not relaxed, I struggle. So that's the big thing for me. And then other than that, it's about understanding what your miss typically is and trying to play around it. My miss is typically fast. Tried to get me with the long par 3. It didn't work. Well, that's me trying not to be fast. The other thing to think about is, and again, because the game's been out for so long, when you... Oh, what is it you do with your equipment? There's like... Is it perks? I don't remember. The settings or perks or whatever the hell it is. The fittings? Yeah, that might be it, old man. Yeah. Making sure you get those as good as you can too. And understanding where your weaknesses lie, and so what do you want the fittings to do for you? I think, is it fitting? There's fittings, and then there's also Like there's the club fittings, but then there's also something around around your character's abilities. As I just remember, one of them is roll, and you don't want it because it makes the greens faster. Like, it's stupid. This is uphill? Oh, crap. But getting those right can be helpful, too. Respawn had a video when the game first came out about how to set them up. Well, that didn't make it. I guess right there. Love to see it. This is not a driver. Yeah, I don't even remember what I used. Like, it was that long ago, right? And then you could add the different... I forget, I don't even remember what the hell they were all called. Somebody subscribe. Appreciate that. Thanks, Betty. That's over on YouTube. I'm still getting the notifications and everything figured out, so apologies. I didn't see the name. Something like that. That was I think I'm pretty sure that was a YouTube sub though, so there's no money in that. That's fine though. Yeah, it was a YouTube sub. I'd love to get YouTube up to 1,000 so it can start being monetized. So the, minimal views I get eventually will give me $50 after a few years. It's more just be cool that to have that accomplishment. Man, this wind is rough. Is this hole like really short? Because into the wind, I'm still only 230. I feel like downwind, I'd have nothing. Ah, that's fast. Yeah, exactly. I might need to replace an SSD as well. It's not being recognized at the moment. I tried to install... What are you doing, Maya? I tried to install a game this morning, and it was like 30 gigs or something, so I left it, and when I came back, disk not accessible. And so I have to turn the computer off and take it apart and, unplug and all that stuff, and I can't be bothered right now, but it would suck to not have that drive because I have a few games on it. The games are easy because if you get a new one, you just reinstall them. But I do have some work stuff on it, which just the pictures for the most part would be annoying though, having to try to recreate all that. Shorter Power 5. Yeah, it's felt shorter. Ah, see, there's my... Oh, that's better than I thought. That felt like I twitched the hell out of it. Alright, so if I go down the right, I'm not dealing with... It's shorter, and I'm not dealing with that angle, like with the having to go downhill the second shot. But this wind, we'll try this. Was it just the publish error that you fixed, Chicken Wings, or did you add some other stuff to it? Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's my other miss. When I just don't even swing the club. Because my mind is elsewhere. It's going to be kind of short too, isn't it? Oh no, don't go over there. All right, that's fine. Ah. Damn it. Sent to Narnia because it's a short par 5, and I deserve to be in Narnia after that shot. It's fine. You can put unrealistic spin on a chip, so no problem. Oh, crap. We're getting quick. All right, wind. Come on. This was the par 3? Oh. Yeah. A bit harsh. Bash that in there. Feels like driver goes through the fairway here. Oh, don't bounce. No, crap. It's gone. Airmailed it. I thought I just had one of my special birdies there. One of my just chip in for the hell of it birdies. Ooh. Sneaky. It's enjoyable. And now that there's, you know, the par's correct. Yeah, it makes sense to republish it. It's unfortunate you didn't catch it in the first place, but you know, stuff happens. Ah. This wind is just wild. Looks like I'm playing plat golf or something. In a good way or a bad way? I knew I played too much break. Oh. There's no chance of getting at that hole. I can play it here, though. Oh, never mind. All right, Saucy, we'll give her a go. Winston Hills. Oh, yeah, this is definitely helpful. There's a lot of rocks. All right, full flaps. Eagle to finish. Lovely. Not too bad for a first round in 2 weeks. Yeah. Yeah, good stuff. Was that one tour worthy, Chicken Wings? I probably asked you that before. Ooh, Golf Wolf. Yeah, we want to play this. All right, we're going to go with the Knot Tour. Yeah, no problem, man. That was fun. Heathland? Kind of looks Heathland. Or UK Parkland. All right. While we're playing, did anybody watch that TGL stuff on Tuesday? And if so, what did you think? And why would I ever play down the fairway I'm supposed to do here? Or unless that's the wrong fairway. In every way, this looks like the way you should go. Rico's? What are you talking about, Rico's? Oh, like RCRs? I didn't know this was an RCR. It was suggested to me. Oh, recommendations. Yeah, sure, why not? I only have, like, Troy has a couple courses he's doing that he asked me to play, so, well, yeah, we'll do recs. Why not? Wouldn't mind being able to see the creek from the tee there. Otherwise, it's fine. Planting looks really nice. Ooh. Hope that's not too slow. Oh, we just kept it on. Boom. This ain't it. Oh boy, I can only imagine what that one is. Is it wrong that the first thing I saw in that name was tit? Because that's what I saw. Not a troll joke? Of course. Okay. It's the name. Maggie, we're going to have a discussion, you and I. Yeah. Oh, blind fairway. Or blind tee shot, but he's got the aiming post out there. That's cool. Looks like you can probably run it on. Maybe not with this wind, but didn't want to fast it. Laid up by accident. Good thing Foxen isn't here. He'd give me shit for laying up. Publish error? Oh. Oopsie. It was a par 3? Oh, oops. 600 yard par 5? Why not? Don't bounce right. Okay. Well, we're more than halfway there. Oh, that's too much. Bye-bye. Yeah, I completely agree with you, Chicken Wings. That's just... it's poor. Wait, hang on. I'm just gonna dig the sand behind the ball away. Give me a little bit better angle in. Little Patrick Reed action there. The most punchable face in golf. Huh. Can't see the hole. There it is. I actually watched it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was... I mean, it's kind of gimmicky. The holes were extremely gimmicky, but it's, you know, they're virtual, so what the hell? It's 2 hours. So it doesn't take forever. Yeah, that simulator would be wild. At least have one at least in town. I mean, there's not really a whole lot not to like about it. The reason people are watching is because it's tigers. Like, let's be honest. Yeah, I actually had that same thought, Foxen. How you doing, bud? I was like, what if TGC Tour guys started designing for that? Like, the hammer thing was kind of dumb, I thought. And it was unfortunate that it was over as quickly as it was because the one team got their heads kicked in. But overall, I think they're playing it at the perfect time too. Yeah, it was, you know, because it's tiebreaker for later on. But if anyone, Tanner, he's already done a lot of designs for up and coming to be designed. Oh, okay, cool. Who one of my most watched YouTube videos is called "The Future of Golf Design?" ? And it was something along the lines of they made it in the game first. Who did that? Was that Heisenberg? I don't know I don't think it was. Who was that? No, it wasn't Lido. Because Lido's another one. It wasn't Lido though. It was a different one. I'm gonna have to look now. Oh, I should have gone to YouTube Studio. Oh well. Oh, and you'll get to see all of my metrics too. Oh no. It is Heisenberg. So he took real life LiDAR data of a course that's gonna be built and created a course in the game. Yeah. What's up, Axel? That's what I was thinking of. I think it was gonna be though, wasn't it? Unless I don't misunderstood it. There you go. How far into it are you, Axel? Because for me, the beginning was really good. And then kind of the middle handful of seasons got a bit eh. And then it got really good again. And I was quite sad when it ended. Yeah, okay, so your one is still good. For my money, it kind of, I don't remember what season it was, but it got a bit boring. And then it got back to being good again. Oh, we've given that Canny Welly. And then Shores is almost better. The hockey, yeah, the hockey. And so here's the thing. Letterkenny is based on growing up in Midwestern Ontario, which is where I grew up. So a lot of the stuff in that show, I'm like, yep, I remember that. So you did have skids and hockey players and Hicks and yeah. Play in the middle of the green and then push it back by accident. And I mean, that show started as a series of YouTube videos, which were hilarious. And Crave picked them up. Oops. Crave is a streaming service here. Except the amount of ice rinks. Yeah, we have a few. So my nephew's hockey team, his new team is so good, they've already won their game tomorrow. Yeah, the team they're playing against had to suspend for the season because their rink is they had some issue with their rink that still needs to be fixed, so they're taking no, I can't talk and friggin' swing at the same time. They took a leave of absence for the season. So the game, and they did it like halfway through. So any game they have now, it's a 1-0 win for the other team. So it's their only game this weekend too. It saves them I don't know, 6-hour bus ride probably. But he didn't play this weekend then because of it. Yeah, they decided to just make it 1. Goal difference doesn't matter a huge amount here. Because it would be first tiebreaker is probably regulation wins. Or regulation overtime wins, something like that. I think they have shootouts, maybe they don't. But it'd probably be regulation wins, and then it would be head-to-head. And I think everybody's probably going to end up having, maybe one team will have a couple more forfeit wins against them than the others, but it won't be that big of a difference, I don't think. But yeah, goal difference is like the 3rd or 4th tiebreaker. And I don't think they play a balanced schedule, so it makes sense that goal difference wouldn't be up there. This is a nice relaxing round around this course. It's not trying to inflict pain on you. It will bite if you try to do too much to it, but it'll be reasonably friendly about it. You hit shots like that, it's kind of hard not to make birdie. All the grasses are buried? Oh, double green here. Charlie's not here to tell me actually it's a shared green. It's not a double green. I can't do a posh accent to save my life. Oh, don't go in the rough. Okay. We're happy now. 2-6. 3-wood's not making it. Driver's going over the back. Actually, maybe it isn't. It's just not getting high enough. Nice clubhouse. It's a nice friendly course. I enjoy it. A 60 with a really harsh bogey. Is that the only one I had? Well, no, I had 2 bogeys. Oops. I mean, one of them isn't a bogey because it's not a par 3, but, you know. Oh, what are we looking at here? It's not showing it, dude. Yeah, me too. Why would I want to play the Reds? I mean, I know I'm old, but I'm not a senior yet. Close, but oh, what's this? Oh, you clipped me. Oh, I know what you clipped. I can't do a posh accent at all. If I'm hammered, maybe. But hey, Steve, what's up? It's been a little bit. Clean shaven. I came to the conclusion that I had too much white in it. So in the goatee and beard and everything. So I decided I will rid myself of it. Like, Charlie has one of the poshest accents known to mankind. I wish I could do it better. No, it wasn't that. I just decided to get rid of it. And the thing is, if I don't like how I am now, it'll take me a few days and it'll be back, so whatever. But it's just, there's way too much white. I mean, twice this year I went to my nephew's hockey games, and the women who were older than me asked if I was a senior, as in over 60. I was like, Much to Mini Obi's, you know, amusement. If I don't like it, yeah, well. I mean, I'm not going to start coloring friggin' facial hair. I know that was uphill, but... Wasn't that much. Yeah, 2K23's, it's... part of the reason it's been tough for me to stream it is that it's dead, right? But I feel like 23 was kind of like a DLC for 21. So it wasn't going to have the shelf life 21 had. And I mean, I have a fair amount of gray on my head too, but I can handle that. But I definitely have more on my face than my head too, yeah. Like more gray. I have more hair on my head. If I let it grow. Yeah, it needs something. This franchise needs something. It needs something now. Like 23 had, and it's hard to remember, but 23 it played way better than 19. And so it really felt, and the fact it was 2K versus not just being HB, that probably was something to do with it too. But it felt like a way bigger, like just this big improvement, right? Whereas 23 was, yeah, there's some things were a little better, others were worse. It was kind of lateral change overall when you add up the good with the bad, you know, like it wasn't really, and so I'm not sure about this fairway design. You heard designers out? I don't think so. I think what will happen is they will make changes that they think are amazing, and they'll be received as, I guess that's okay. Oof. Jesus. And I'm really hoping I'm wrong about that. Well, that's perfect for me, because by the time it comes out, I will be a senior tour player just about. Have they announced what is coming out? Yeah, they were supposed to announce, like, around now, weren't they? No info yet? Not surprised, but it's concerning. Oh, okay. It was a prediction, not a, guarantee. Here's what's going to happen. Okay. I mean, I am concerned about video game design as a whole. I think that there has been like design companies have been way too they've been able to hang on to this idea of being able to patch their game, so the game when it first comes out sucks and you're basically paying to be a beta tester at first, knowing that it's going to be months until it's where it should be. And then for yearly game cycles, at about that point, they're like, all right, well, now we're looking at next year. So you end up playing like half of the game cycle is you're playing beta. And it bothers me that people have accepted that. That would have been a good time to do it. I still think what makes the most sense, which means it probably won't happen, is 2K25 launch, or it releases the week of the players. And maybe it will, and they just won't say jack shit because that's what they do. Like their social media is horrendous. It's just so bad. Like their marketing as a whole is just awful. But I mean, I can count on one hand the number of times I've opened this game when I'm not streaming. In the time that I've had it. Or somebody else is streaming, like when Foxen's birthday we played. Right? Like that's about the only time this ever gets open for me. Okay, well, that's not a good swing. I guess it might be. No, maybe it's not. Nope. Oh, that's, yeah, Troy, we got to deal with this. That's way too steep. I'm hitting 3-iron here because I want to see how this doesn't make it up the hill. Yeah. Once, yeah. Yeah. And however many times I've streamed since then is how many times I have. Days. There's a leak of, well, but I don't know, man. Like I get the sense that they really aren't that they really don't either understand or care about what people are thinking based on what gets out there. Like I wouldn't be shocked if they didn't even know that the leak happened. Like it's just, they seem to be really out of touch. But I mean, for me, oh, okay. For me, they have one more chance. 21 was a good game that really got helped by the pandemic. 23 has been eh. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Axel. But there's also the fact, like, there's a reason why there have been golf games in the past that companies have stopped making golf games, right? It's a tough game to make. And for it to play it in a way that's going to be, people want. And the only reason this game continues is the course designer. Like, let's be honest. And it's infuriating that they don't throw every last ounce of effort into the course designer, because that's what sells their game. Like, it's either people designing courses, or it's people playing said design courses. Rather have one banger than it gets devs for 3 to 4 years. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and that's something that we would like for a lot of sports games, but it financially doesn't make sense for them, right? Like, them doing it every 2 years, and in this case 2.5 years, is unusual in the sports game landscape. And eventually, they're going to want to figure out a way, and it started with this game, it just didn't happen. They're going to want to figure out a way to get microtransactions into this, because that's where sports games make their money. And if they could figure out a way to get, microtransactions in a way where people are going to actually pay a lot of money that way, then they probably would calm the releases down a bit. But you've got a game like the Hunter Call of the Wild, and the Angler too, I guess, where the Hunter came out in 2017 as I knocked this off the green. But every year they have 2 new maps that are like, I don't know, $15 each. Something like that. Like, nothing, not crazy. And so people keep buying them. And then they'll have weapons packs and people buy them because they're fairly reasonably priced again, right? So there's no real reason for them to create a new game, because when they bring out a new weapons pack or they bring out a new map, that's kind of the new game. Call of the Wild was December. Okay, yeah. And people still play it. Because there's 2 new maps usually every year. Hey, Troy. Does this course look familiar? I'm you know what? I've given up trying to figure out 2K. Oh, Call of the Wild, yeah. Anytime something goes on Game Pass, it's gonna get more play. And then it's not a bad strategy either, because then you can get people purchasing the maps and whatever, right? Yeah, of course, it's fine. The 9th was a bit iffy, especially left of the fairway where I ended up. The fact that I couldn't hit an iron, like I didn't hit 3-iron because it was so steep. Yeah, hockey has sucked since, you're not wrong about that. NHL 94 was great. But it's also gone down the route of Ultimate Team and micros and all that, right? So Bush Hockey League. You've told me about that before, I think. Sounds like Slapshot. Yeah, you have showed me that. There's a story mode in it. Is anything going on with the EA golf game, by the way? Or is it pretty much... Oh, I hate it when people put trouble left. Now that the like Ameobi's way into hockey now, and I would love for her to watch Slapshot, but I can't do that. I can't have her watch a Slapshot right now. Seems dead. Yeah. And that's unfortunate. I was hoping it would provide some competition, but it had the issue I think we all knew was going to happen, right? No new courses. Oglethorpe? I would love to get a Syracuse. Is it Syracuse Crunch? What the hell is there? Syracuse whatever. I'd love to get that one of their jerseys. No, there's too much bad stuff in it, man. Yeah, okay, it is the Crunch. I thought so. That I don't know. And there's too much, like, there's stuff that in that game that has not aged well, or in that movie that has not aged well. Oh, did they really? There was the Syracuse Bulls. Nice. Oh, a little downhill par 5 here. Really? I didn't think that was that slow. Why am I going to hit a pitch with a gap wedge? That's just silly. Syracuse Bulldogs. Nice. That's not gonna stay up. Okay. Like EA banked on the idea of having the majors being good enough, and it's not. Because you play those courses and then you've played them, right? And it's boring. And I played it for a bit and I got bored of it. Like I didn't even make it. I tried career mode. As an amateur, I think I won the US Open. I won a major as an amateur. And then I had to go to tour. I had to go to Q school, and I was like, no, I don't. I have a 5-year exemption, thank you. And I just was like, eh. It wasn't that they made me go to tour school or Q school. It was just, I was just bored. What's Troy's other course? Possum Ridge. Jesus, Wayne, figure it out. But I think it's fairly safe to say we won't have another EA sport golf game. Okay. You said this was some kind of 6-course series, Troy? Oh, that didn't get very far. Temples everywhere right now. If you're watching on YouTube right now, please feel free to hit the subscribe button. We're on the gold road to, I mean, eventually 1,000, but let's get to 700 at least. Subscribers, and make sure you like as well. If you're on Twitch, well, just do as you're doing. Oh. Oh, it's a hazard, but it isn't. Okay, so this hole makes me think of something the game needs. It needs the ability to make things hazards. So that could be a hazard. But you could still play out of it. You need to be able to play out a hazard, but the line needs to be like nerfed all to hell, and who knows where it's going. I guess you could just take an unplayable from in there, but I feel like that's often the kind of the crutch as well. Yeah, but you could just take an unplayable. They need to make it more realistic though. They need to make it that, okay, you're in a hazard. Here's what you're dealing with. Do you want to play this? Or do you want to drop it? And if the ball is like completely submerged in 6 feet of water, well, okay, you can't play out of that. But, you know, if it's kind of half, well, yeah, you might be able to play that. And then lateral hazards, of course. Yeah, but nothing offensive about this either. It's fine. Wouldn't mind a little more room, but other than that. Oh. Nice. 3 clicks. Can I have this? And I just don't have faith in any video game company. That's the thing, Axel. I just don't have any faith at all. Proper hickory. I mean, it'd be cool if they had like different eras, right? You had hickory, and then if you had like blada balls and actual, you know, persimmon woods and that kind of stuff, and the ball reacted. Like the thing with the blada ball, it launched low and then it climbed like crazy, and then it kind of fell from the sky. That'd be kind of neat. But I think that's for you know, people like us who've been around golf forever. That's not gonna, I don't think that's gonna sell too many games to the people they want to get money from. Got to purchase, yeah. I just want my damn +4s back, man. Like, why can't I wear +4s anymore? I never did understand. Oh, that's a weird waypoint. I never understood that. Why they took them away. I mean, that is absolutely pure. Imagine being a plat player and like that shot I just hit is every shot you ever hit. It'd get kind of boring, wouldn't it? Okay, this should bounce left. It does. Perfect. Your black beanie? Yeah. Like, there's a lot of clothing options that they took out. I don't know why. Oh, I was hoping downhill it would travel a bit. Oh, that is just delicious, that shot. Just a little wee check sand wedge chip. You've definitely, you're not the designer you used to be, Troy. You're just creating good courses all the time now. It's cool to see. Ooh, boy. Can I get over that bunker? Well, we'll find out. At times these bunker placements a little bit iffy because I'm trying to understand like what you're trying to get me to do. Oh, whatever. Like this centerline hazard, I'm not seeing it. Like I'm not seeing why it's there other than it just narrows the fairway up, right? I'm not seeing how it's, I mean, I guess it's a bit better to be left. Because go to the right's a little longer and you might have to ride that ridge, but that was perfect tempo. Okay. Whatever I was saying. Oh, centerline hazards. I don't know. I think they're way overdone. And I always have felt that way, and I probably always will. If anything, that was supposed to be fast. Oh, well. Damn. Wow, trouble left. Trouble left bad. Now, did you make the angle better if you get close to the water? You kind of did. Immaculate. Trouble left, no problem. Maggie, I've had enough. No, I know. Tough. Go find a mouse or something. Where are we going here? It's over here. Oh, really? Hang on. It's a dogleg left. This hole screams it goes that way. Jesus. I didn't even look at the layup. That was a bit of a rage hit after crappy shot. Yeah, I'm not sure I understand this hole. Had I hit my tee shot on the club face, maybe I would understand it better, but I'm not sure what the idea is here. Like, am I supposed to lay it up around this area? I struggle to see how I'm ever getting on and two, because I'm going to be way over here, right? Like, best case, I'm here and I'm looking at that. Or I guess maybe here, but again, those trees are there. Like, and from here, I think it's too far. Well, maybe not. So is it a layup to get on into? Like a pair of 3-woods? Oh, really? Right to left, wind and trouble left. It's just, I'm almost more scared of that than I am out of bounds. It's got to go just a hair. Oh. Oh, no, we got a ridge. Oh. Just about. Don't have a problem. Yeah, I don't think I have a problem with that ridge. If you missed the fairway, it'd be very harsh, but eh. Oh, God, I've had the wrong course on this whole time. We all fell asleep at the wheel on that one. A couple holes are a little bit head scratchy. Troy, let me think. What hole was it? 13. I couldn't figure 13 out. The hole at the bunker. Yeah. This one's a bit like it's a layup. You're I mean, I like that you're trying to tempt somebody into hitting driver if they've lost complete use of their faculties, but this course kind of feels like, no, it's better than Muni, but it feels like a course that they ran out of land at some point. And so you had to kind of shoehorn a hole into an area that really doesn't really fit. You know what I mean? And you see it in real life all the time. Like the par 4 that's a 7-iron and a wedge, or the par 5 that's like a 3-iron off the tee and then maybe you can get there in 2, that kind of stuff. Or it's like 3-iron, 7-iron wedge, that kind of jazz. And it happens in real life because, you know, land is an actual consideration, right? Here, oh, crap. Here it shouldn't be because you have all kinds of land. But I mean, other than that, there's a lot of good stuff. Like you guys, you weren't here. I said, all you seem to do now is make good courses. Like you've definitely gotten a lot better than when you first showed up. So it's good. Just every now and then the strategy's a little confusing to me. Like this plot can't be very big. I wouldn't have thought. Which in and of itself is fine. I wonder if you would want the trouble to be a little closer to the green here. Because that was a go for it, and 2, every day of the week you don't even consider laying up because it's actually less trouble to go for it. So I think calling what I played before, I felt I liked it a bit better. I think where your make or break for good courses and not good courses for you, and not good courses is relative. They're still good. Is how you create the strategy and how like the playability of it, because the fundamentals are good. Like you know how to surface, you know how to sculpt, you know how to do all that stuff. Now it's a matter of, okay, how does my course play? What am I trying to make my course play like? What am I asking of the player? You know what I mean? Like, how am I defending my greens? How am I defending my pin positions? You don't overly defend, which is good. But then, you know, does each shot make sense? There's a couple that are like, and then most of them are though. So. God. This ain't it. Seb doesn't do anything boring, does he? What's Yonkers Field Club? Yeah, boring is boring. That's fair. Ooh, these bunkers are menacing. Oh, all right. We'll play that too, then why not? Little bitty green with fairway all the way around it. Nice. Oh, no. Just smash that in there. Uh-oh. Snipe one around. Not getting there. It's too far uphill anyways. Hammering the lip today. That's for sure. Seb's laughing at me. Oh, you snuck a waterfall down there. Oh, you're... oh, yeah, there's one over there, too. Oh, and you have to be paying attention to see it. Jesus, this hole's long. I didn't think I could hit driver because I thought I was running out of fairway if I did. Oh, we didn't hit it. Didn't hit it. Sadness envelops us. All right, there's Seb. Oh, retaining wall, nice. No, it's slow. Damn it. Big bounce. Okay, should be all right. The lie didn't move that at all, although I did slow it. Yeah, I don't play enough to notice that, but that pitch went quite a ways to the right. That transition there's a little scruffy. Pulled it. Good job, Luminosity. Hope you're feeling lighter. Good. I thought I was going to get behind. It's always a tight... yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Thought that was a better shot than that. All right. I thought I was going to get blocked out by the trees, but it did not. How long is this course? Feels like I'm a bunch of 500-yard fours. 74. There's been some short ones too, I guess. Almost into that sawgrass bunker. I don't think this makes it there, but what the hell? Especially if I slow it. Bounce. Nope. Oh, yeah, that's fair. It just felt like there was a couple, I guess it was just a couple of 500-yard fours in a row. That's all. I was right in between clubs there. Hang on. Oh, I can. Okay. Oh, get over that lip. Okay, now bounce left. Other left. Other left. I thought about it. That was an impressive eagle effort. Yeah. Yeah. Oopsie. When I needed 2 drivers to get there in the first place. Birdie putts go in, though. I'd like for them to give me control over whether my guy celebrates, too. Because he gets wound up over nothing. Oh. Okay, I guess we're going from over here, are we? Yeah, I know. Full contact golf would be fun too. If, like, you're lining your putt up and I can come over and like hit you with my putter or something. Interesting. Oh, that's flushed. Be nice. Whoa. 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 Okay. This screen looks like it's massive. Jesus. Yeah, that's what they need for Divot Derby. Hey, Grenade, what's up, bud? Hey, I got it there. Hooray! Seb, we're getting out of control, bud. I don't like my chances here, though. This pin is tucked. And that thing just went straight right. So did the putt. Ooh. Tribal 4. Okay. Shit. Oh, we're gonna have fun here. Not doing for oh, wow. Tempo feels like it's absolutely all over the place. That felt fast as hell. Huh. Oh well. May as well eagle the last. There's no... all right. For another time, disc or grenade. It's... I'm getting towards the end, buddy. Thanks, though. I'm gonna play one more, I think, and then that'll be it. Well, 27 on the back, I suppose. It's okay. Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun course. I'm having a real hard time giving much of any feedback for courses because they all are good. Like, I feel like designers have hit a ceiling. Where it's really, really, really difficult to stand out. What was yours, Axel? Oh, yeah. Which is, I think, is something that... Is it this one? Just something I think, like, hopefully a new game will help with. I guess I'll play the Reds. It's a little dark. So what's this, like New York State Golden Age kind of thing? Oh, maybe not. Fall. Okay, what's that for those of us who don't understand what you're talking about? Ooh. Oh, okay. The Yonkers kind of gives it away, right? That it's New York. Somewhere over there. Ah. Not sure about them honoring Grayson Murray. Is that the guy who... Is he the one that died? And was it suicide? Am I remembering it was suicide? It's a tough one. Right. Yeah, I mean... it's usually a mental illness, though. Like, I know a lot of people are like, well, he's just taking the easy way out and all that jazz. But it's very rarely a rational choice. And it is a stigma that needs to be taught. Like mental health as a whole, it meant we need to figure mental health out in a hurry. And of course, the people that are left behind suffer because of it. I get that, but the person isn't making a rational choice. So I don't know. It's tough. Ooh, that glitched. Oh, wow. Interesting green. Yeah. Yeah. And you know, like, you know, I do too, right? Like I struggle with it myself, so. But I don't know. It's I'm a firm believer. Whoa, what are we doing here? I'm a firm believer that 60 years from now, I don't know, when I'm gone anyways, society's going to look back at how we've treated mental health now, and they're going to think about it the same way that we think about how they used to drill holes into people's skulls to let the evil spirits out. Like, they're going to think that we've been that primitive about it. Because they'll figure it out, right? And then they're going to look back and go, God, you had no clue. But the first step is understanding that it is an actual illness. And it's not what people want. Like, nobody wants to deal with it. I don't know. But eventually somebody will we will understand at some point how to be better with mental illness, to make mental illness less prevalent or almost curable, I guess. And it'll be a big breakthrough when it happens. And it might require societal changes. I think that the way society is a good chunk of the reason why we deal with mental health issues. Okay, I meant to cut that, but I didn't mean to, like, slice the shit out of it. Yeah, okay. Our tempo's screwed now. And, you know, without getting too, well, this will be controversial, so, oh well. There are people that believe being gay or, you know, transgendered or non-binary, that's choice. And it isn't. And we won't have support, or we won't treat people from that community well until we all accept that it's not a choice. I'm getting all friggin' deep on shit and I can't swing the club now. La 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 la. Take my unplayable. And so mental health is similar. There's a lot of people that think, well, it's just in your head. You just have to. Jesus. You just have to decide not to be anxious or depressed or, you know, whatever. It's not that easy. So as a society as a whole, we have to understand what is a choice and what isn't. We're not very good at that. Yeah, I hammered that tee shot, didn't I? You're old. I have a coworker who was, yeah, I have a coworker who was born female, is non-binary, and has, I am a senior, almost, and has their own pronouns I've never heard of before. And I go, because they're a cool person as far as I can see. And their gender identity or sexual orientation, this person identifies as being queer, so I asked what that meant, and they said basically, I'm attracted to everybody who isn't everybody but cis dudes. It's like, fair. We're kind of icky, I get it. But, you know, half my age too, so it doesn't matter. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with it. But I will say this, I don't think that a transgender female, so somebody who's transitioned from male to female, should be able to participate in certain sports as a female, like a combat sport, for example. And I more or less agree with what the LPGA has done. That if you're you have to have transitioned before puberty. Because those hormones, they're gonna create strength that a person born female is not gonna have. Jelly, how are you doing? So, but stuff we have done, we have to learn. We have to figure out how that all works, and we'll be fine. Well, now look what you've done, Axel. I kind of need to lay up here because I can't get there. But then Foxman's gonna be mad because I'm gonna do it two out of 3 holes. So, I mean, I guess I can hit driver all the way down here in a little chip. Do I think Insta and other stuff should be limited for children? Yes. As somebody who has a 12-year-old daughter, yes. All right, Steve, thanks, buddy. Oh, no. That's why you don't hit driver. All right, we're going back to the tee. Oh, wait, no, I don't need to do that. I can do that. Okay, let's play this hole the right way. Okay, that's a bit more of a layup than I planned. I swear I can't talk and play at the same time. I do like all the light rough. Hey, Golf Wolf, we played your course earlier. And my reason for saying yes, it should be limited. There's a lot of bad stuff out there. And there's a lot of things kids can end up finding that they really don't need to be seeing yet. There's a lot of stuff on there that adults don't need to be seeing, never mind kids. But ultimately, it's up to the parents. So my daughter has a phone, and her and I have an agreement, which is, first of all, it is set up that she can only install apps with my permission. So it actually will send me something on my computer saying, your daughter wants to install this app. Is that okay? And it's up to me to then understand what the app is, and should I allow her to have that? It wasn't the tour. No, I didn't do the tour. I never do the tour version. It was fine. Like that one par 3 was a bit harsh, but otherwise it was good. No, not so much. Well, then it must be really good because I liked the one I played. But Minnie Obi and I have also talked about, like, she does have Snapchat, which I hummed and hawed about, but she showed me, and it's friends from school that she talks to on there, and I was like, okay, but I reserve the right to revisit. Where was I going with that? Oh, sorry, we did have a talk, though. I was like, you, under no circumstances will you talk to somebody on the internet that you do not know in real life. Thanks, Jelly. Appreciate it. And her response was, duh. Okay, good. She's a smart kid, man. Like, she gets it. Now, she's only 12. Give her a couple years. She already has gone full teenager on me before. It's only going to get worse. But, you know, all you can do is set the foundation. Because it's going to get tested. Well, maybe not, but I'm prepared for it too, so that if it does, I'm not shocked. I don't want to sit here and just hope that she doesn't become a maniac as a teenager. Because if she's anything like her family, both of her parents and her aunts and uncles, it's gonna get ugly. Well, that's cool. And I hope I can say the same thing in about 8 years. Yeah, you guys love her. Her mom, when her mom was 15, she was dating a 20-year-old, so... Oh, Axel, why did you tighten the fairway up here, man? All right, well, let's give her a go. All right, it's fine. It's fine. You had little... Fair. This could go a ways. Yeah, I thought so. Sit, sit, sit. No. Oh. Don't I think... Ooh, sorry, what I've said about 70 things since you said. Trust issues between us two. What will? Easy. More down than up, but it's there. Yeah, it's good stuff. And see, and this is the issue, man. Like my motivation to play the game is lower because the game is not allowing you guys to do what you can do anymore. I think you guys have reached a level where you've maybe you can squeeze a little bit out of it. Maybe you can find some little trick or something. But I think you're at a point where you've basically figured out the designer and what you can do with it. And so the courses now are all of a similar quality, I guess. So it's difficult for somebody who plays to be excited to go play courses, which are very good. They're great courses, but the ceiling is pretty, it's pretty entrenched, you know what I mean? So whereas like earlier in the cycle, and especially in 21, you'd play a course and be like, oh my god, this is amazing. You don't really have that now because you guys have reached the limit. You've exhausted it, as you've said, Jamie. Yeah. And yeah, a lot of designers they've had enough at 23 as well. So there's not a lot of content out there because people are bored. And the new game is desperately needed. Desperately. Trust issues. I'm trying to think of what it is I would have said that might create trust issues. I mean, the fact that I'm divorced doesn't help. So I only have access to her half the time. All right, thanks, Axel. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Have yourself a good one. That's gonna do it. I was hoping Jelly might reiterate or kind of explain more their question. I don't know if it's boy or girl or non-binary or what. But it might take a minute. Yeah, okay, we can talk about 25. I want to see graphical upgrades for sure. EA showed us how much better the graphics can be, so they need to be better, 100%. I want to see the designer have more pop bunkers, for example. I want that to be an object you guys can use because they exist. You know what I mean? I want you guys to have more of an opportunity to. I want the ground physics to be better, so that you're not dealing with the Velcro fringe or Velcro fairway where the ball just sticks. Drop zones for sure, and the whole hazarding needs to be revamped. Whether it's through drop zones or it's through having lateral hazards or both. There's too many times where a hazard ends up being basically out of bounds. So, yeah, that's not good. My daughter thinks that I'm being controlling over her. She's 12. It's tough. It was a discussion we had before she got her phone. And I explained why. My job is to protect her. And so any decision that I'm making with her about what she's able to access or not is because I'm protecting her. And there's things that she doesn't know that I do. And she has accepted that and seems to be okay with it. But as she gets older, yeah, that's gonna be a battle. She's gonna think she knows more than she does. She's gonna think she knows more than I do, and at times she will, and other times she won't. But that's something her and I have to figure out. Yeah, and divorce, that's fine. Don't worry about divorce. It was 7 years ago. But that's I mean, parenting isn't something where you can just go, okay, well, I will do this, therefore this will happen. It's constantly changing. So, all you can do is use the advanced information you have in that moment and go from there. Fringe rough, but it's way better in EA. It's way better. Like the ball actually rolls in EA like it should. So it needs that. Career mode is going to be career mode. They need to get back to like. So okay, hang on. Let's look at my guy. What's the shit I can do on this? It's been I haven't even looked at this in so long. Top golf. I forgot that was even in there. My player. Okay. My player. Is it in locker? Okay, so this part's fine. You know, picking your clubs is fine. The fitting stuff is it's a bit iffy. It's a bit. Is this where I want to go? All this has to go. All of it. Stupid, dumb, makes no sense. Pointless. Arcadey as hell. Get it out. I like the way the ball rolls through to the green. I hate it how it just you'll be on a slope like this and the ball just stops on 2K and I'm like, no. And so people have been doing that fringe trick to try to get the ball to roll, and you know. Yeah, this all has to go. Archetype, nah. It could probably go. This stuff, whatever. Appearance, sure. There's what's the other thing I'm looking? Oh no, that was the main thing. This is the main thing though. This has to go. It makes no sense at all. None. No sense. Because if you choose roll, the ball rolls farther. And those of us who play golf are like, oh, we'll get a better roll. No. You'll actually make it more difficult. What would I have instead? None of it, man. Like, I like the idea of club fitting. I like the idea of having different balls, but it needs to be done in a way that makes sense. Like, it needs to be, if you have a ball that spins more, it doesn't go as far. You know? It's tricky to do that with the way modern golf balls are, though, because they're really not that different. So that's tricky, but they need to make it make sense. Like, there's the one consumable ball where it flies farther and it stops quicker. And it's the most obvious meta ball of all time. It's like, no, like that was when we went from Balada to what we play with now. Like that's what those did. But they need to make it where it's like it makes sense. And if you're gonna have different balls, okay. But they're gonna be very similar. And the biggest issue is you can't have feel, right? Because the biggest thing with golf balls is feel. You can't simulate feel in a video game. So they're probably better off just having a default ball and leaving it. Was it here? This stuff, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm okay with there being some kind of skill-based something or other where you can upgrade your character and he gets better. But, I mean, this one you had to go through and figure out, well, I have 50 points to spend, and so I need to spend these here and these here. And, well, after I've spent this many on this column opens up. And it was just dumb. And after you, like, I don't know. It just, they dropped the ball on all of this stuff. The consumable stuff. The club fitting wasn't too bad, but it got bad. But the other thing is, like, I keep getting away from it. Some of this shit, it's active all the time. Some of it isn't. It depends on like what you just did last hole. And so, well, now you've hit now my driver all of a sudden goes 310. You know, it's dumb. My driver goes what it goes, and it shouldn't matter what I did last hole. It goes the distance it goes, right? And the only things that's changed it is elevation, temperature, and wind. So I think they tried to really appeal to casual players, and I think it missed the mark. And the consumable balls were a massive whiff. So I think they need to focus on creating a golf game that makes sense, creating a designer that allows people to make great courses. I don't think you need to screw around with this stuff. But I'm also not their target audience. So, because I'm a guy who's played golf for 40 years. I'm not a casual. They're after the casuals. That's where the money is. We're the niche. So, I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see what they do. I guarantee you, whatever they do, I'll find something to complain about in it. Because that's how I am. But I hope I'm wrong. I hope they do. I hope the part of the reason why they still haven't announced anything yet is they're still working on it. Because they've got really big ideas and they're going to make it really good. That's what I hope they're doing. If it's another kind of like 23, like the difference from 21 to 23, if it's another one like that, it's not going to last long, man. It's just not. So they've got to figure out, they've got to do something to get people who are sick of 23 interested in playing 25. And what that is, I don't know. And the other question, will it be available for PS4 and that generation of hardware? I hope not. And I say that knowing that there are people out there that are playing the game on that and they won't be able to play it anymore, but it's holding it back. So, I hope not. That'll help with the graphics. Oh, it is next gen PC? Excellent. Because you're not going to improve your graphics if you're still having to have it play on a PS4. Like, it's just not possible, right? Unless you have two separate versions of the game, which that'll be fun. So, hopefully. But we'll see. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I got to figure out why my friggin' SSD isn't showing up. Pretty happy about that. Thanks for hanging out. We'll have another golf stream when we have another golf stream. I'd love to tell you when it'll be, but I don't know. I'm feeling like a lot of you guys are. I'm kind of, this game's kind of for me. So we'll yeah, there's limitations there too, but I feel like if it's current gen only, that'll help it. Who knows? I don't know what they're up to, man. We'll have to see. It won't be until I actually see the game, like actually play the game, that I'll know. Because their promotional stuff is gonna make it look amazing if they're any good at marketing, right? So let's see what it looks like when it's actually out there. But we'll see. Yeah. Well, that's EA. They got their own issues. All right, guys, I'm out. Might see you on the weekend for some racing. Sunday at 1 for sure. We're gonna try that new league. Golf wise, again, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully we'll have news about 25.